eyewitness news in the chat plane. Making news this hour, Pope John Paul II has set foot on Australian soil. The Holy Father will be taking the peace around the country in the next few days in his specially constructed Pope Mobile. Security is reported to be extremely tight. As for the Pope's message of stop it or you'll go blind, all I can say is, who's there? Is somebody there? It's all a blur. I can't see a thing.
JP, I know you're a busy man, but that lovely young niece of yours...
Stephanie?
Terrific kid, but she just asked me if I had a new 10x8 photograph of myself.
Oh, yeah, she's filling in as our assistant publicist.
Well, if you could just explain that my 10-year-old 10x8 is my new photograph. I mean, that's how the listeners want to see us.
I'll make sure she understands. And look, bear in mind, she's really just filling in until we find a replacement for Godfrey.
Godfrey's left?
Seems he wants to become a priest.
Priest? Never would have thought he was gay.
What's in the box?
Ah, just some samples. Invested a heap of dough in the finest of papal merchandising.
Really?
What about these? You can fit the whole world in these hands. Doubles as a bum cushion. What about this? Still holy after all these years, tour.
Tasteful.
Yeah. And what about this little beauty? Looks good, huh? I call it the Peacemaker. Shoots your soul straight to heaven.
You're not serious.
Deadly.
Neville, guns.
Guns don't kill people, Jack. God kills people.
Look, I'm glad you've come in here, actually. I've got a little bit of bad news for you. I've had to let Tracy go back to producing the Nightcrawler show.
Pity, I thought we had some chemistry happening. So who are you going to give me, Jack?
Still looking.
Well, just so you know, I expect the best from my people. Quick off the blocks, in hard at the bounce, eye on the ball, smash it for six. Whoever you get better have the right stuff, you know what I mean? Because when they're producing the Neville Roach program, they're not just playing to win. They're playing for Australia.
Have you seen this article on Neville? Radio legend Neville Roach says that being on radio is no excuse for dressing down. Quote, these young talkback rebels with their tasteless shirts and dyed hair could learn a thing or two about style. That bastard is bagging the way I dress.
He doesn't mention you, does he?
Well, he doesn't have to. And just for the record, I do not have dyed hair. Like, these are tips.
Barry, I love your clothes. They're so 80s.
Thank you.
Do you know who's got an interview with The Truth?
Me?
Yes.
Really?
I've lined up brunch with you at Lena's.
All right.
Ah, Stephanie, excellent article. Very fair.
Oh, you don't deny that stuff about the tasteless shirts?
No, you wear shit shirts.
All right, Stephanie. We can take it. Which of us is first in, best dressed?
You both look great. I think any clothes are fine, as long as they feel good and they're practical.
Exactly.
No way, Jack, no way!
Oh, come on, Chapo. Such a great opportunity for you, mate. I mean, it could be a real career comeback, you know what I'm saying?
Give it a rest.
How about as a special favour for an old mate, eh?
Don't forget it, Jack. I've worked with Neville Roach before. It was the longest 2 weeks of my life.
Years ago. That was years ago, mate.
Yeah, from what I've heard, she's even worse now, Jack. Sorry, mate, you'll have to find someone else.
Shit.
Clive, didn't anyone ever tell you, separate your whites and your colours?
Yoni asked me to a midnight meditation session with the Orange people. I was out all night. It was amazing. I felt connected to the whole universe. Yoni says it's really unusual to experience a feeling of oneness the first time.
Well, you're a very unusual young man.
Ah! So you purge all your negative energy through primal screaming. I'm a changed man, Barry. I'm thinking about joining the Orange people. See, it's all about the love.
Clive, that is what they all say on the way to the bank.
But it's amazing.
Do the words cult, indoctrinate, brainwash mean anything to you?
Barry, one new word a day is enough, all right? Anyway, I've got to practice my breathing. Yoni says I may see God next time.
Well, say hi from me.
Love your true self, Barry.
Clive. Yes, what jobs do you have on at the moment?
Thought I might have a crack at the new Galaxian game and practice my breathing. Ah! Maybe a little bit of primal screaming as well.
Right, well, when you've done those, I might have another job for you. Clive.